What's cracking, guys? It's Jamie Hills, and I got another Medal of Honor gameplay for you guys. It's on the map Kandahar Marketplace. I'm using the sniper rifle class with the M21, red dot sight, and open tip ammunition. So it's some pretty exciting gameplay. Final score is 27 kills and 2 deaths, and defensive score chains for the win. Pretty much all game I'll be using them, and giving you guys a little insight if you haven't got to the higher defensive score chain rewards yet. Just a look at what they do and what they involve. So I'm going to let you guys watch the gameplay, and I just want to inform you guys about two announcements that DICE have made over the last 2 or 3 days. Maybe you guys have missed it or not been keeping up to date on these announcements, but on November 2nd, DICE will be releasing a downloadable map pack for free. And if you bought this game brand new, you would have entered in this special code that will allow you to download this for free. But if you purchase the game secondhand, you're going to have to pay $10 or 800 Microsoft points to get this special code. And it's a kind of a VIP code that works in the same way that it does in Battlefield Bad Company 2. So what they've announced that they're releasing is a new game mode, and it's called Clean Sweep. It's an elimination type of game mode. It goes 3 rounds of 4 minutes, and there's no respawn, so think of it as kind of like a team assault, but when you die, that's it. You kind of have a perspective type of view of your teammates. It reminds me a bit of Search and Destroy, like Search and Destroy from Call of Duty, except no bombs to plant. So you just go on a rampage, be careful, take out the enemy players, and the best out of 3 rounds wins. So that's pretty interesting, and along with that, they've also announced that they'll be releasing 2 new maps. They're called Bagram Hangar and Kyla Caves. Now, if you go and look at the trailer for this new DLC, you'll get a bit of an insight into how these new maps look. I've watched it about 3 times trying to learn a bit of routes from what I could tell from the video. But they've also announced that they'll be redesigning Daiwagal Camp, and hopefully they'll make it a bit less camp friendly and bit less gunfighting from one side of the map to the other, more encouraging of people to run around, but we can only hope. And they've also redesigned Kabul City Ruins, which in my opinion is fine the way it is, but you know, I guess any improvements they made, they've been listening to the community, and hopefully it'll be for the best. So this online pass that I was talking about, of course, if it's secondhand, you're going to have to pay for it. I mentioned that before, but they've also announced a patch that's coming out for PC. Now, they haven't put an exact date on this, and it's only exclusive to PC for the moment, but I can only hope that it will be coming to the console, and I guarantee it will be not long after PC. But they did release this on the blog on the Medal of Honor website. I'll leave a link in the description below for you guys to have a look at the full details, but I'll run through with you some of the ones that I found to be most important and kind of caught my eye, and hopefully it'll you know, encourage you guys to continue playing the game, those of you who kind of have problems with it, and it just shows that DICE are actually listening to the community. So anyways, I'll get into a bit of the patch improvements that I've noticed that were most important, that I think that you guys would be interested in. So I've noticed that they've changed the effect on the accuracy when jumping around. So obviously they would reduce the accuracy. Right now when you jump around, there's no real bloom on the crosshair, and they've pretty much increased that, so you get a bit less of those Halo gunfights when it's one-on-one situations. I find I do that a lot, along with my failed drop shot attempts accidentally knifing the air. But I found that was interesting. They've also increased the points that you need to win a sector control and team assault. So as you know, if you played this game, to win a team assault you need 120 points. Now that's not 1,200 points. That's not necessarily 120 kills. Other factors such as headshots, which add on another 5 points, or a melee kill that'll add on another 5 points, they all add up to the final score for your team. So they've increased that to 1,400 points. So that'll just make the games go a little bit longer, which, you know, I don't mind, and I hope that you guys don't mind that either. That means longer gameplay videos for you guys to watch. And they've also done the same thing for sector control. So they've increased the points to win to 2,600 from 1,800. So that's a pretty big jump. And I think that that'll extend the game for about 2 minutes or so. At the moment, the average game goes for about 6 minutes. So we're looking at about 8 to 10 minutes with this change. They've also decreased the accuracy when shooting from the hip. So I did notice that, especially with the pistol, you can pretty much hip fire and always get the kills. So maybe that's adding a bit more spread and decreased accuracy. You might have to practice a bit more when you're zooming in. They've also cut the points from the score chain rewards in half. Now, I'm not entirely sure in interpreting this, but I guess we'll have to see what comes from it. I hope that they don't mean like instead of using a UAV you get 15 points rather than 30 or something like that. I really hope that that's not the case. But, you know, we'll have to see. Another big one that you guys will be happy with, and I know my friend D-Crew Colin will be happy, but they have actually nerfed the snipers, or they will be with this patch for PC. And it's actually a two-shot kill to the body now when shooting from a long distance. I was laughing at when Colin was mentioning that he actually did shoot someone with a sniper rifle in the ankle and it killed them, which, yeah, that's pretty funny. So now that's no longer possible. Well, not now, when they do release a patch, you know what I mean. And it is a one-shot kill to the body at closer range. And I think it was, I read 12 meters or 8 meters or something, which I think is fair enough. So they've also increased the recoil on the semi-automatic rifles in the sniper class. So that's, you know, the G3, the SVD, and M21, increased recoil. You'll see here I'm tearing it up with the M21. And a couple more I've noticed is on all the weapons they've increased the recoil and deviation of the spread. Another massive factor is they've increased the immortal life from when you spawn from 1.6 to 1.9 seconds. Now that might not sound a lot, but it actually is. So that'll kind of help with the whole spawn killing thing. It'll give you a chance a bit longer to run out of your spawn if you spawn out in an open area. So overall, I think that DICE is listening to the community, making some active changes, and it does have a promising future for the games. Like I said, there's no exact release date yet for console, but when it does, I'm sure I'll be happy, and I hope that a lot of you will be putting the disc back in your PS3 or Xbox 360. So until my next video, I'll talk to you in the comments.